Islam. Welcome back to the Moor Culture Podcast. I'm your host, Brother Tashen Edwards Bey, and we're back. We're back with my co-host, Brother Sharif Bey, the Elder Sheikh, the Sheriff, Islam, and Brother Najee Bey, the Lawman, Islamo.
Islam.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Happy to have you here, Mose.
Islam.
I'm back for another episode. This is episode number 42. Islam. Praise Allah. That in Supreme Math is culture wisdom. Islam. So, before we go too much further, I just want to greet everybody with peace.
Peace.
Greet everybody with peace. Islam. Assalamu alaikum. Alafia. Yonio. Shalom. Hotep. Rahubat. Islam to the Nawapians. Islam. Namaste. It all means peace to me. And in true Moorish fashion, before we dive all the way in, we want to give our praises and honors in true Moorish tradition. Islam, Brother Sharif, you want to start with your praise and honors?
Peace. Islam. I'd like to rise, giving honor to Almighty Allah and His Holy Divine Prophet, Noble Draw Late, and honor to the forerunner prophet, Marcus Mosiah Garvey, honor the spirit of truth, J. Gibbons Hill, honor to E. Miliel, honor to the God-man of the day, Melchizedek Jerome Graham Bay, high honors to the Nazarene, Allah El. High honor to the Magi Priesthood, Rasan El. High honor to Chief Grand Resurrector, Timothy Dingle L. Hyphenated Noble Drawley and his brother, Richardson Dingle L. High honor to the Master Adept, Hamid Anderson L. High honor to the Prophet's other half, Timothy Dinglewell's other half, Mother Ruth, Mother Wisdom, Grand Noblest, Louise Dinglewell, and her daughter Diane Dinglewell, and high honor to the Grand Secretary Margaret Thompson Bay, high honor to the Chief Grand Governor, Supreme Grand Governor R. Stone L., high honor to Assistant Robert Page L., and high honor to his assistant, Grand Governor Shem L., high honor to our Grand Governor here in the state of Delaware, J. Howard Bay. High honor to all our honored ancestors. High honor to everybody in the line. High honor to all our members in the Nation of Islam and UNIA. And high honor to people of Masjid, our Counther, Ashe Mojiba.
Islam. Thank you for that, more. Brother Najee, do you have praise and honors you'd like to give?
Yeah, I'd like to give praise and honors to all those who are helping us uplift fallen humanity. All those who chose consciousness over ignorance, all those who are preparing themselves to strive and to perform in their higher self. High honors to all the women, for it wasn't for them, none of us would be here. That's it.
Islam, more. I like to rise in the spirit of the seven. Give all praises to Allah. High honors to the Prophet, Noble Drew Ali, and high honors to the forerunner, Marcus Mosiah Garvey. Islam, high honors to all past and present leadership of the Moor Side Temple of America. High honors to all true and divine prophets of Allah that stand on the square of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Islam, high honors to all the Moors worldwide, whether they know it or they don't know it. Islam, and high honors to all of our ancestors and everybody that paved the way for us to be here. Islam. Happy Moon Day. Islam. What's on your hearts, Mo?
Islam. We live this greetings in the holy month of Ramadan. Allah, teach me the proper word to utter, whether I'm in a pleasant mood or whether I'm enraged. The holy month of Ramadan is a very special month. And somewhere in the last 10 days, they say it was the night of power where the Holy Quran was revealed to Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. The angel Jibril came and struck him on her and said, Iqra. He said, I can't. Iqra. I can't. He said, Iqra, which means read in the name of your guardian Lord, taught man to use the pen, taught him that which he knew not. And we live in a very special day, And our problem is we don't read. The angel Gabriel is tapping us on our heart to tell us to read in order to broaden our horizons. That's why they were saying, if you teach about critical race theory, we're not funding these schools and so forth and so on. Well, man may plan, but laws are best planners. So, but it's time for the true and faithful to get up. They come from all walks of life. That people stand for love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, or freedom, justice, and equality. Those who want to hold on tight to the rope of the law, because your rope of holding on to the rope of the law is your salvation. You see about the current events around the world, what's happening around the world, people going crazy because they're scared. This is your day to stand for a law, because your oppressor is scared. And all you have to do is be righteous. This movement's for the righteous. Bob said, many are affliction of the righteous, but the Lord will help them overcome them all. It says I'm young. When I was a child, I thought as a child, spake as a child, understood as a child. When I became a man, I put away all childish things. This day to put away all childish things and grow up. You know, people out there know what a Neanderthal is. How did Neanderthal become our leader? When you come from the noble Moor bloodline, and you teaching people to follow the Neanderthals and lead them off the path. We about divine law. As long as you about that divine law, is going to keep you in harmony and balance with nature. But if you're not in tune with divine law, that's going to lead you into the hellfire. So Martin Luther King said, I'm afraid I integrated my people into a burning house. That's a hellfire. A lot of people think they know God, Allah, so forth and so on. So you have to study. I'm saying to you, my brothers and sisters out there that don't know how to read, Iqra. That's what the angel Jibril told Prophet Muhammad. Iqra. Read, name your garden, Lord taught. Man, you taught him that way you not. Read and broaden your horizons, because you're very special people. Look at all this crazy stuff happening all over around the world internationally. And what do you represent while this is happening? Are you falling in the trap, the liquor store at every corner? The drinking and drugging? Because people don't want to see this great day manifest within you. You come from darkness and marvelous light, bringing change here in North America. Our movement is still on. It ain't underground. It's active. It's time for you to turn on the light switch from heaven and bring a change in America, because you carry the light in your DNA, that melanin. Wake up, copper-colored people. Islam.
Islam.
Yes, today is, these times are some trying times right now. So we all have to develop our consciousness, our reading skills, our behavioral skills. We got to become one with each other and unite, because we are all we got. And the times that's going on right now, Satan is being destroyed, and the satanic worshipers are being destroyed. The things that are occurring right now in the Middle East is going to affect the world in a way that people never realized it, but it's going to affect the world in a positive way. And at the end, it's going to affect the world to show the world that man has no power stronger than Allah. Man can only suggest things, but the last planner and the last say is with Allah. And so what you're seeing right now is so-called superpower with all this technology, with all this intelligence, with all these advantages over other countries coming to his knees. And this has been written years ago. So as it's been written, shall it be done. So always remember that any kind of behavior that you exhibit, it comes back around on you. If you're not a good person, if you're not trying to be the best that you can be, and try to remain in honor and treat those the way you want to be treated, this is what's going to happen to you, because everything in, like I said, in the universe happens in 360 degrees. So everybody gets their chance. So right now, you have the wicked, the real terrorists, fighting the noble, religious, I guess, guild.
The pure in heart.
Yeah, the pure at heart. And they're doing what they always talk about, FAFO. So let's just hold on and try to uplift ourselves spiritually so that we can coordinate with the vibrations that's going on the earth right now, and be in the right place at the right time. May Allah center you so that harm will not come to you, but wisdom will.
And this is to you, my copper colored people out there, you beautiful melanated people. I see heaven every time I see you. I look at you and I see heaven in you, but a lot of times your garb, you got the wrong garb on because Shaitan took your garb on. You know, I was raised up around a lot of spiritual Christian people that taught me, before I came into Islam, they taught me about morals. They didn't have none of that same-sex union and so forth and so on when I was coming up. Now, you know, Holy Quran says Shaitan makes fair seeming. So now you got agents of copper-colored agents going around saying that's all right, that it's not all right. Allah didn't agree with that. And so when you see what's going on around the world, you see a country that says they put their women in check, they put their men in check to make them live holy. Now you got America say they want to change regimes. No, but when I was in church, when I was small, they taught me about Babylon and Sodom and Gomorrah. They do everything around here.
Yeah.
And then Holy Quran says, travel through the earth and see what was the penalty of those who traveled before you. And when you read the Bible stuff, the righteous always prevail. The wicked was always taken care of. So you got to check your walk today. Are you walking in the spirit? Do you know about the spirit? Or are you just walking in flesh? You just carnal minded, you're physical. If you just physically, everything you do, you can't see. Your third eye is closed. But your third eye open and stuff, you're on the path. Allah love you. He wants to deliver you. Because we've been through oppression for a long time. And so you think they at war with Iran, they don't like us. How many people, brown people, the copper color, you know, got a nuclear bomb? We didn't bring that destruction to the world like that. The Holy Quran says, it says, we will create a vicegerent on earth. And the angel said, will you create one who will make mischief and shed blood while we celebrate thy praises? That's the creation of the man of perdition, man of sin. Now, what amazes me, I learned in the Nation of Islam that Moses civilized them and taught them, because they was walking on all four, and he taught them how to walk on all two. So then you got people say Christianity, Islam, and Judaism, one thing they got in common, they all got Father Abraham. Well, Father Abraham was before Moses. So it don't look like they was talking about none of them Albions. So that's something I'd like to discuss in the future. But I'm saying to you people out here, copper-colored people, beautiful melanated people, you're special. Just got to get your walk right. You know, I challenge you to lay down them drugs, lay down that alcohol, so forth and so on, and watch a flood of light come. You're like, watch Allah begin to walk with you. I challenge you, and I pray that each one of you out there learn how to buy Qurans. Come learn what the Moor Science Temple of America got to offer, the Nation with Islam, etc., and different Muslim organizations. Everything ain't going to be ice cream And pi, that's up for you to do your research on Holy Quran. So you say you believe Allah not be tested, you're going to go in these circles and be tested. And a lot of these different circles have different degrees of knowledge. But at least you be getting off this path. And with these people led you in that ambush, a serious military ambush.
That's right.
Allah Akbar.
Islam.
The victory belongs to Allah. Allah's leading on, and victory's assured. You don't listen to no carnal man. And you church folk know that.
That's a fact. The what's going on now is they're trying to title this World War III. Well, the Trump administration ain't titling it a war or anything. But what's happening is this would be World War IV, because the first World War was us fighting several countries that came here to try to take our land and committed genocide to our people. We was fighting them for 245 years. And these people, they're just warmongers. All they know is war, war, war. They're not diplomatic. They're not critical thinkers. So they don't know how to negotiate on terms where everybody can be at peace and have something for themselves and their families. So every nation could be peaceful and be free. So these people, all they know is to steal, kill, and destroy. And the Bible talks about that. And those of you who are trying to, as hard as you can, to try to fit in with these people, you're on a losing team. And you're on the wrong side of history. And you're going to see how the choices that you made are going to make you suffer, because not only are they going to be destroyed, but our people, too, are going to be destroyed for lack of knowledge, and lack of knowledge itself. Because not knowing self, we just go along with any old thing, and we can't be friends with our enemy. We can't let our enemies teach us our history. We can't let our enemies tell us who we are. We can't let our enemies, and the reason I'm saying enemies is because everything these people do is to destroy us, because we are the divine people. We are the greatest people on this earth. We invented everything, we created everything, and we created it for peace, freedom, justice, and
Equality.
Yeah, and equality for all, not just for ourselves. When we went around the world, we went around there and taught them how to do architect, how to grow food,
Out of love.
yeah, how to love, how to be at peace with their neighbor and with each other. So we never taught any degenerate behavior to these people. If you notice the things they're doing, they're eating babies, they're drinking blood. These are some real non-human people. These are monsters. They're not like we are. They're not like anything. So when they tell you we're all created equal, don't believe that.
No, because
Don't believe that hype, because we're not of the primate race, and Neanderthals come from the primates.
they got fair.
And they're not human.
They got fair.
And they got fur. They don't have hair. Hair is only something that a human could have. Just like emotions and thoughts, empathy, sympathy, and things like that. If you notice, they do things, and they can genocide a whole nation of people and act like they didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
And just like the
That's
people,
why in Vietnam they call us soul brother.
yeah, the people
'Cause
in
they don't have no souls.
right, people in Israel, they're up there being interviewed by people, and they're talking about why are people doing this to us? Did you look across the street at your neighbor? What you did to your neighbor?
Exactly.
This is karma, but this is what you get for being identity thieves and stealing people's land and resources. So all those who did these kind of activities, they all are going to be served, and they're all going to get the karma that they're supposed to get. And those who disrespected the mother and father of civilization, your turn is next. So every nation be warned now.
It's just like they say they use the word black. That's an adjective. That is not a noun. And so these house niggers and the Uncle Toms keep promoting that stuff. They play a part to help stealing our birthright too. But anywhere the so-called black folks is because the Bible says the earth is the Lord and the fullness thereof. Anywhere where the so-called black folks is on earth, that's where you find all the natural resources, riches, golds and silver, so forth and so on. And the Neanderthals come in and try to make it. They come in the name of Christianity. What Pope Nicholas and Pope Alexander gave them. The Papal Bulls wrote that in the Doctrine of Discovery, and that gave them the right to steal people's land, or their function according to moving off the divine right of kings, where the Albions thought that they were chosen by God to rule rule the world and lead the world, and so that's what's happening now. So the Doctrine of Discovery and the Crusades is not over. Even notice that how Trump attacked Nigeria. And he want to get Cuba and stuff like that, right? So why does he want to keep taking these lands? And so, and not only that, we thinking about all that, but we're being sanctioned over here. This is our land, and the reason why we need politicians and lawyers, because we are incompetent. We ain't woke up yet. You know, we don't realize that the gold and silver or the U.S. Treasury or the American Treasury belong to us. And thanks for them house Negroes and our Uncle Toms, you don't know what's up. It's time for my house Negroes and Uncle Toms to go.
Islam.
That's right. Because they're destroying us from within. These people are calling themselves Christian nationalists. Christian means creeding, means person with a mental illness. The kind of Christianity that they practice is white supremacy, white nationalism.
That's what the Republican Party call themselves.
And
Christian
that's right.
conservatives.
That's right. And so the thing is, they're not part of the republic. See, every state when the Constitution was promised a Republican form of government.
Article 4,
The
Section 4.
Republican form of government is Republican form of government is the name of the state that you're in, without the state of. When they say the state of, then that's not sovereign. That's a democracy, which is a corporation.
In every state,
But when they say
every state is a state of mind.
when they say the state, the location of a state, then that's the republic without of. Whenever they put of on anything, it's not what it's supposed to be. Like they say the United States Court of, that means it's a private corporation. Whenever you find out anything that says of, it's a private corporation. Just like these people that are here, these are foreigners that are here. Caucasians are not Americans. They never were Americans. They're
if you don't
foreigners.
believe them, ask them their nationality.
They're foreigners. And the thing is, they had people that were doing propaganda for so-called streamers and podcasters, doing propaganda for them for $7,000 apiece. Now, the reason these people can't get their money is a little technical difficulty for them to get their money, because if you're doing propaganda for a foreign country, then that makes you a foreign agent.
Yeah, it's
And
treason,
these
right?
people can't get their money because they didn't register as foreign agents. And that's called a FARC. Hold on a minute, Mo. Hold on, let me say this one part. I know, but let me say this one little part. Right, let me say this one little part.
We're going to read that to them, right?
Yeah.
Like you talking about, hold your thought. Soon we're going to read about the foreign agent, who they are and where they come from, but we got that knowledge from. Go ahead, Mom.
Yeah, the foreign agent means is a FARC card. They have to have a FARC card and a FARC registration. FARC means foreign foreign agent registration, and they didn't register as foreign agents, so they can't get paid. And the only way that they can get paid is to name the agent that they work for, the foreign country that they work for, and they won't admit that they're working for Israel.
So that right there, what you're talking about right now, that's real important law in government, and ain't nobody bringing it up.
That's right.
These people that say they're leaders, they're bearing this. Why they collecting all money and stuff, collecting money and betraying you and stuff, taking your money and stuff, and they ain't registered agents.
That's right, and
They thieves.
we're paying taxes to a foreign government. The United States is not part of America. It never was and never will be, no matter what anybody says. The United States is 10 miles inside of Washington, D.C., and 10 miles outside. That was the only land allotted to these people. So what's happening here was we're paying taxes, and that's taxation without representation. So in order for us to stand up right and to stand up straight and not get on our feet, is we have to come together and we have to form or reignite our government, because our government is still here. The seats are just
Perfect
empty.
union.
That's right. The seats are just empty. So it's up to us to get wisdom and knowledge and educate ourselves on how to return back to the way we were, return back to nature, return back to the divine references, and to get our people together, because these people are going to tear the world up. And even if they drop a nuclear bomb, we'll just start all over again.
And
But this time, they won't be here.
And the city councils, all that, city council, that's Indian councils. They stole our culture. All that came from us. And if you don't wake up and stuff, you're part of our demise. So I want you people out there that say you know the Lord, see if you're going to stand up for the Lord and represent the truth. Because when it says, yea, to walk the valley, shadow of death, fear no evil, we're walking through a graveyard. And the people look dead.
And a friend of mine, we were talking the other day, and we were saying that he was telling me that he had fill out some paperwork, and they asked him, do he know English? Do he speak English? And he put on the documentation, he put, no, I don't know English. They taught us grammar. So a lot of you don't understand what that means, but you were never taught English. You were taught grammar, and grammar was sorcery and witchcraft. Like I said, we're going back to the words, which means spelling. So all this that you think is good and this is a great country and all this thing, all these other things, they only tell the fairy tale side of it. Like most of y'all don't even know we were at war with these people for 200 something. Most of y'all don't even know you had a government here for over 10,000 years. Most of you don't even know that that they overthrew our government, and the architect in these buildings were already here. These buildings in these cities are ancient.
And live spelled backwards is evil, and lived spelled backwards is devil, and Santa Claus is symbolic to Satan's claws, and Christianity, when you mix that up, turn it backwards, is Antichrist.
Yeah.
So what are you teaching the people?
So stop following these people, because they teaching you these things without you having knowledge of the words that you're using, like the word Lord. Whenever they say Lord, these people are actually they're actually worshiping Satan. Baal. Lord means Baal. B-A-A-L. Look it up. That's Satan. So whenever you say Lord and you're saying things like Amen, Amen means Amen-Ra, which is the sun guy. So learn what you're speaking before you speak it, because your tongue is like a sword and it cuts both ways, and it could be your destruction or it could be your heaven.
And like England, they say Lord's a title, so you got to specify what Lord you're talking about. You got Lord of the heavens, Lord of the universe,
Lord of the Rings.
Hell, but all them lords is within us. So it's spiritual too. Just like in England, and you go to England, they say, yes, my Lord. That's like saying, yes, sir, over here.
Yeah, but actually that's Baal. They're saying they worshiping Satan, brother.
It's
a lot of stuff they're doing.
It's according to how you use things, right?
No, you can't twist it to fit your narrative. You can't twist it to fit your narrative.
Right. I praise the Lord, Lord of the worlds.
Right.
So I want you to bring that back, what you said, and I want you to show everybody. You said that right. So I want you to get that information, and I want you to show people. 'Cause
They can look it up themselves.
No, I want you to do that.
Baal means, I can show you.
No,
Want me to
go
get my
it,
phone
go-
and
go
show
get it,
you?
go get it.
Want me to get
Go
my
get it.
phone?
Go get it.
I'll show you.
Islam.
You're not supposed to be using the word Lord. These are the
No,
words that they trick
Bring it out. Bring it
or
out.
trickdometry. These are the words that they use to trick our people. We're going to show you now what this means.
Yes, there is.
So y'all can stop using these terms.
There is a lot of those terms that we use.
That's the
On
reason
a
why
daily
our
basis.
people never get nowhere,
Show the
because
receipts.
we're not getting nowhere because they got our people worshiping Satan. Do you ever think that these people who are your sworn enemy forever, they take an oath to hate us? Now, do you think that they would give you anything good? No, they would never do
That's
that.
why you got to do your research.
They would never do that. But here we go, and we're going to show you what it all means. I'm going to show you the pyramid.
Mm.
I know. Amen came from Ammon Ra.
Yeah, that's where that came from. But Baal
And
means
Ra
Lord.
Ra means breath.
Here you go. Can you play this?
Just put it right to your microphone.
Oh hell, this is creepy. What do you think
Okay.
of this video, huh? Down to them, down to them, down to them, down to them.
Put it right.
You should show it. You should show it, Mo.
I can't.
You can't do it?
Not right now.
Okay, listen.
Oh hell, this is creepy. What do you think of this video?
I'll
huh?
show it to y'all.
Down to them, down to them, down to them, down to them. Us. Creepy as hell. Oh hell, this is creepy. What do you think of this video, huh?
So it's something that we got to be able to see. It's not.
Yeah,
it's not,
you have
okay.
to
Okay.
see it
Okay.
because he's pointing out Baal. Baal is at the top, right here. Is at the top. And Baal means Lord. That's Satan.
What does it say?
Just
Say-
like
What's-
Thomas. Hold on, I'm going to show you again. I'm going to show you another video that they're talking about. And when you walking around with the crosses on, the cross stands for Tammuz, a demon that they worship. And what they did was to keep the worship of this demon going. When the Catholic Church and the pagans got together, what they did was they wanted to honor the demon Tammuz. So they used a small t, and they used the small t from the beginning of his name, and that's where the cross come from. And that's why people are wearing crosses. You're saying words that don't have anything to do with the divine. It has to do with Satan.
Energy.
It has to do with Satan.
It also represents energy. When the cross represents energy, and then if you turn it up like that, you know the Ankh, right? You know the Ankh
Of course.
represents energy.
Yeah,
Male,
but
right?
the Ankh
Let me
is.
finish saying what
Go
I'm saying.
ahead, go ahead.
Then you turn it back. Then you turn it like that. You got Venus, right? You turn it back. One way you got Venus, the other way you got Mars.
Okay.
Turn it back up. You turn it up this way, you got Mars. You turn it back this way, it's Venus. So a lot of things go back to astrology anyway. So,
It
but what I'm saying,
definitely does.
huh?
No, it does. A lot of
Yeah.
this stuff that goes definitely back
Yeah.
to the sun, moon, and stars.
Yeah, but an
just
Ankh
like-
is not a cross. An Ankh has the circle on it, which represents the womb,
Is,
and each side represents the
Pull that mic
fallopian
back up.
tubes.
All right, so I'm
Each
the same
side
thing is
represents-
I'm teaching people.
I know. Hold
right?
on. Now let me
So
make
I'm
this
not
point.
trying to get people. You
Let-
know,
let
'cause
me make this point.
What you just said is some truth in what you said, right?
Yeah,
but
it is the
it's
truth.
degrees in what you teach.
Well, you
people,
know the-
because people don't know something. You just don't come in and tear up
No.
their whole foundation.
Here's the real
on-
truth, though, that this
Yes,
is-
you do with the truth. You
No,
do.
Real quick, so this is a truth that that Christians would even admit to. The cross absolutely represents death.
Yeah.
Right. No,
Like that they admit
I
that. They admit that what is a cross? A cross is what
It represents
death, and
astrology
Ankh
it
represents
also-
life.
The
astrology
Ankh
too.
represents
Life.
life. The
It
Ankh has
represents
a
astrology,
circle.
too.
That's them.
The Ankh
It's
has a
signs
circle
and
on top of it.
symbols, right?
Islam.
You got to break. The simple thing is that man is truth and falsehood strangely mixed.
Islam.
So it might represent this. You might see bad, but you're supposed to check for the good that you find and the way what people learn too. Just don't because I got people friends of all walks of life. I disagree with certain things that they might be about because I disagree with. I don't come through with a sword tearing them up all the time.
It's not a
but
story.
Facts are facts, Mo.
Facts is
Facts are
facts.
facts.
Facts is facts. You got to save a person's life
Mm-hmm.
and give somebody something to stand on. Just because you know wisdom over you, just don't.
Yeah, but you can't bend the truth to fit your
The
narrative.
truth has been bent. That's why we're here. That's why
No,
we're
it's
in
not
slavery.
been bent. The
We-
truth
we
never
in
been
slavery.
bent. The truth never been bent.
Who are you?
Just we've
Who
been
are you?
taught.
Who
We've
are
been-
you?
It's not
Who
about
are
me,
you?
brother. We're
Who
not
are you?
talking about me.
That the truth
We're
is-
talking about truth can't be bent. How you want to bend the truth?
Can't be caught.
Hold on, here go the other
Truth is
video.
at the speed of light.
Okay, let me finish saying what
The
I'm
truth,
saying.
truth is a light.
Let me finish
The light
saying
is
what I'm
fast.
saying, brother. Can I finish
Truth
saying
ain't
what
the
I'm
way.
saying? The Ankh is a round circle. That represents the womb. The arms on the outside of the Ankh represents the fallopian tubes. The long part at the bottom represents the birth canal. That's not a cross. That's
I'm
truth.
saying where they stole it from.
But here we go. Here we
saying
go.
where they
Listen,
stole it from.
listen.
Put
Just like
the
this-
microphone right
Okay.
at the top.
Listen to this.
When it was patterns in the night sky. Greetings, Felix Fortuna, just a caveman living in a modern cave. And as caveman when it was patterns in the night sky, and as the song goes, I have written shooting stars, and I can show you how. European Journal of Science and Technology, December 2020, from John McHugh, had the Mesopotamian stellar tableau that may have inspired Revelation 12, 1 through 6. But you'll have to read this paper because there's just too much going on for me to explain all of this. But this is Hydra, this is Leo, and this is the pregnancy goddess, and this is Regulus, and of course that's Corvus, the crow, and Hydra, and that. And so in the cuneiform puns, as this paper describes, a great sign was seen in heaven, another sign was seen in heaven, and that's from these signs up here, Gis, Ana, Gisamir. But like I said, you'll have to read the whole paper. And this also is Mol Gis Gisamir. And it is a woman wearing the sun, the moon, under her feet. And this is the pregnancy goddess Leo. And like I said, Mol Gis Gisamir. And that was figure 4. And then figure 6, same thing. Mol Dingir. Mol means star. Dingir means star. But it also means head, and it means all this other stuff. So upon her head, a crown of 12 stars from Mol Dingir. And then we have figure 7. Figure 7, sorry. The woman was pregnant, crying in the travails of childbirth. But as I said, you'll have to read the paper to understand why this all means this. And then we have figure 8. A great red dragon, 7 heads, 10 horns, 7 diadems upon his head. And this is it. And this is all from the same thing. Dingir Mushus.
And that's
Dingir
Ankh
Husum.
right there.
And it means... You'll have to read the paper. I'm sorry. I just can't do this justice.
Yeah.
And figure 9. The words of Revelation 12:5 bear a direct correlation to
Hold
Lamas's
on, that's
writing
not what
puns
he's saying.
encrypted in the cuneiform
Okay.
titles for Leo, Western Virgo, and Coma Berenices. She gave birth to a son, a male. Leo, Regulus, Datefrond, Mulsag-Ur. All this is incredible. But you have to read this, the Mesopotamian stellar tableau that may have inspired Revelation 12, 1 through 6 by John McHugh. And it's only about 22 pages. Oops, I'm sorry. 22 pages, so it ain't even that long. But I think John McHugh has figured out something that is very important to all of this. This is figure 1. There's the pregnancy goddess, the Datefrond, Leo, Regulus, and Hydra ready to eat the child. The pervasiveness of polysemy in cuneiform writing is very important. Polysemy as revelation. How John, the writer of Revelation, gained access to the Mesopotamian astrological wisdom. A great sign was seen in the sky. John's suspected familiarity with Mesopotamian astrological precepts. Thank you for paying attention. But you have to read
Okay,
the paper
now,
yourself.
the thing is,
Dragon with 10 horns. Thank you.
the Bible is a helio-biblical text. It's called it's a book of the sun text called the Book of the
Pull the microphone.
Stars, Book of the Sun.
Swing it, Mike.
And it's an astrological book. It wasn't a religious book for the Christians. It was a book of our history and a book of our detail of our travels and the places that we all went in the universe and the places where we civilized and created. And that's what the Bible is used for. But in the beginning of this, you can't really see it because we couldn't really show it to you. But right here,
For yourself. And there's
it shows Baal. And under Baal, it has Lord. The word Baal, B-A-A-L, which means Satan, is Lord. It's called Lord. And you look it up. If you look up the etymology for the word bow, it'll say Lord. So you're not supposed to say Lord.
Lord
Just
came
like
from the
when you
monkey.
say
The
bless.
tribe of monkey is called lords and stuff.
Just like you
they
say,
say Lord came from there. That's
yeah.
another resource that I got it from, right? So, but Moor's Quran, chapter 11, man knows not by being told. Man may believe what others say, but thus he never knows. Chapter 7 say man is truth and false and strangely mixed. So you got 180 degrees negative, 180 degrees positive. So that's 360 degrees. Guess where you got 360 from? 60 degrees from? The 360 idols they used to have around the Kaaba, and then Muhammad came and brought monotheism, which is one.
Yeah, so watch the
Islam.
words that you use because the words you use is taking you straight to hell. These people have no divine connection with anything because they weren't created by the Creator. They were created by us. We created it. We make mistakes. The Creator doesn't make mistakes. Nature doesn't make mistakes. We created these people. So if you're following anything these people say, do your research and see what these words that you're using lightly, what they really mean, because these things do not have anything to do with what you think it has. What they're doing is they got our people worshiping Satan, and you wonder why your conditions ain't changing, because you're not worshiping the divine. You're worshiping the Satan.
Yeah,
Okay, so learn what you learn and study, do your research. Don't go by what these preachers and these people are telling you. Look it up for yourself, and you'll see what I'm saying is true.
you have to learn how to take control of your ground wire and hot wire. Everybody got a ground wire and hot wire with them, and the hot wire is the fiery nature of self, and truth is how you ground that fiery nature. We all have a lot of fire in us that goes way beyond this conversation that we're talking about, because that fire is that energy deep inside us that gives us life, and it goes way beyond what we're talking about. But the people put that energy like that to rest, and we had to bring it back in us to know how to control it right, to create a better life for self and our people and humanity, because they took they short circuited us.
Islam. Well, we talked about
And here's some more we can listen to right now that will help clear up some of the words that we use. Listen to this.
Magic ritual to summon the tree spirits. Turning the lights off and chanting happy birthday while blowing out candles and making a wish is a form of magic rituals. Black mirrors were used to contact spirits, and we use them every single day. They were called scrying mirrors. Scry became screen.
Scribe,
When you are praying,
screen.
you are trying to cast a spell to change reality with your words. The word abracadabra translates to I will
Abraham
create with my words. This is why we call it spelling. It's a spell. Birthday rituals are making you age quicker. When we say how old are you, we are tricking our subconscious mind that we are old. When you jinx something, this is a jinn, which is an invisible creature within the astral planes. Happy birthday is witchcraft. Touch wood is an ancient magic ritual to summon the tree spirits. Turning the lights off and chanting happy birthday while blowing out candles and making a wish is a form of magic rituals. Black mirrors were used to contact spirits, and we use them every single day. They were called scrying mirrors. Scry became screen. When you are praying, you are trying to cast a spell to change reality with your words. The word abracadabra translates to I will create with my words. This is why we call it spelling. It's a spell. Birthday rituals are making you age quicker. When we say how old are you, we are tricking our subconscious mind that we are old. When you jinx something, this is a jinn, which is an invisible creature within the astral planes. Happy birthday is witchcraft.
Yeah,
Wow.
see.
You know, I never even repeated how it's weird that you turn the lights off. You turn the lights off and light the candle. It's like it's pretty odd.
It's a seance.
Yeah, it's. I don't. I'm not a big birthday person. I
don't get into that either.
I do because everybody else does. I do. What I say is Happy New Year. I consider everybody has their own New Year.
But that's why they say April Fools, because The real New Year's April 1st.
Yeah, no, New Year's would absolutely be springtime, right after the winter is
Right, but
when the
that's
new
why they-
Yeah,
the new
New
year
Year's
That's
is
why
begins.
they
March
say
21st.
That's why they say April Fools, because they fooled you about
Straight
New
up.
Year's.
And
Yeah, because everything, New Year's is like I was telling a sister today on the bus. I was telling her that she was talking about New Year's. I said, it's not New Year's. It's dead of the winter. How can it be a new year? I said, New Year's in January 1st is the first quarter of business for corporations. So New Year's is the first quarter. That's what January 1st is. But New Year's is March 21st. That's when the flowers come out. That's when it's spring. Girls get pregnant. Girls have babies. That's when everything, the trees grow leaves. That's your New Year. That's what they call the Chinese New Year because Chinese celebrate New Year when nature calls.
Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alamin, all praise is due to Allah, the Lord of the worlds.
Islam.
You have to know that the Gregorian calendar is a world too. So we go into the lunar calendar. That's also a world. Like the Gregorian calendar, you got March. You know what that was named after?
Mars.
Right. How about July?
I don't know.
Julius Caesar.
Okay,
August.
Augustus.
Right. Now you got Sunday the sun, Monday the moon, right?
Yeah,
And Saturday what?
Saturn.
Saturday. So the Bible, the sun takes you all back into
Absolutely.
the cosmos, right? So part of our slavery and part of them stripping us is them giving us this calendar. That's the big.
Yeah.
That's a big part of the spell there.
A huge part.
Um,
We're on their time.
Huh?
We're on their time. When even a year, like what? Like what is this? This is the year that we've only been the
500
year.
years. How many
Like, how many-
500 years different? Mo?
I mean,
500 years different.
500
listen, I
years.
know,
Yeah.
I know. Our
They
people's
added 500
They
years
added
to the
500
calendar and wrote them into our history. That's what they did.
Yeah. So, but in regards to New Year's, my personal understanding of it that I put forth is that everybody has their own New Year's, depending on when you were born.
But you had to study that.
Islam.
See, even though, I mean, we might disagree with this. See, one thing I was taught when I was school, I was taught research. That's what I do. I'm always researching, right? But the majority, that's what I was just saying. I said, could I read, and then you're going, Lord. Because you reading is freedom. And most people out there can't read.
And let's listen to some more about the history of this country. And let's listen to this one.
Sleep? I'm gonna wake you up. Watch this video. World War I is from 1492 to 1775, when America was attacked by 7 countries simultaneously. For 283 years, they bombed this place. Russia took Alaska, Netherlands took Canada, British and England took the east coast. Italy took Texas up to the Gulf. France took New Orleans up the Gulf. And Spain came around the west coast down through Argentina, Chile, and up the backside. 7 countries attacked Black America. In 1775, we surrendered and lost the right to vote. They put us in slavery camps. They labeled them reservations, and the ones that did not go on reservations was labeled Negro. Sleep? I'm gonna wake you up.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
That's the history that the people don't know about our history in this country. They erased our history and wrote up their history, his story.
And with the Crusades, they made everything, all the history look religious. It goes beyond that too.
That's right. That's right.
You got to be open minded when you study. You know, the 360 means you be able to go to a complete circle. You don't stop. The circle it keeps constantly spinning.
Islam.
The circle represents infinity, never beginning or never ending. Same with a straight line, 180 degrees.
Islam. I was just demonstrating that to my daughter, and even like the spirals. I took a picture of the page because it was just interesting. After we were just talking, and we looked at the page, it looked interesting. So I started showing her a spiral, and then the 6 and the 9 and the yin yang. And
So
it's
what
interesting
you
stuff.
think? This, we was just talking about the war and all that. What you think that is?
The war?
You know, Iran, all that stuff. Like what they doing? They work in spiritualism through social media, through the TV.
Okay.
They
Yeah.
cast a spell like television, tell your vision. Look, what they call it, broadcasting system.
Yeah.
They're casting a spell, right?
Isn't that?
And so, what I'm saying is that we created the internet, the phones, and all that. So forth. Everything we took and created, they reverse it on it and using that to control a lot of us.
Isn't that?
Right.
So,
That's right.
so you have to really know what stand back on the square mean.
Mm-hmm.
Stand back on the square and be faithful. You know,
Islam.
be faithful unto Allah, Father, Universe, or whatever you choose him to call him. Noble Ali said, whatever you may call him, he's a causeless cause, rootless root from which all things have grown. But you know you off the square, right, when you deal with these people and their magic. TV set.
Islam, and my business. What I do
And the
is
cell phones too.
media. Like I own a company called 24 Media, and when I really dived into what media even means.
Spell.
Yeah, well, medium. Like you're the middle between
It's like a
two
witch.
worlds.
It's like a
Right.
witch.
Yeah,
Like a
sure.
medium, yeah.
You're a medium, and it's like you're displaying, something to somebody, and, a lot of times putting a filter on it.
It's like cats and obies, cats and shells. Reading somebody's fortune.
Yeah,
I'm not saying it's bad. It's good part. There's good in it too.
there's good and bad,
Good
and
and bad,
that's
yes.
the point, is that whoever the medium is gonna, depending on what their agenda is.
We was we were mediums.
Of course,
we had all that, but
or follows the civilization.
yeah,
See?
they stripped us
Yeah.
stripping up our nationality. Part of that was homosexuality and all that, and the churches and all that, so forth and so on. Yep. Go ahead, Mom.
Islam, real quick. Come study with us right here in the halls of the temple every Friday. Islam every Friday at 7 p.m. at the God Hour, 715 North King Street here at the Moor Culture Center, Federation Moor Science Temple of America, Temple number 4. But right here, come study with us every Friday, 7 p.m. at the God Hour.
And learn that you're not black. That's an adjective.
Islam.
That's a
Right.
word that describes. They killed you with that, and what that spell they cast on your stuff, and they make you think that you're not wanted, you're poor, so forth, so on. You charge into the liquor store and pick up the drugs, so forth and so on. Allah want to redeem you today. So we know that the war is going on, but if you get proper knowledge, you're going to be on the battlefield. And you're going to be able to defend yourself against all that falsehood. Allah says in the Quran, says that one believer can take out 10 unbelievers. 10 believers can take out 100 unbelievers. 100 believers can take out 1,000 unbelievers. So know your strength, know your power. We had to come together. United we stand, divided we fall. And we got to stop all that foolishness, because Allah has given us different degrees of knowledge in these different organizations. And we got to defend for self, because you see how crazy these people acting around the world and stuff. If we follow them and stuff, we going right into the fire.
That's
All,
right.
all that knowledge you got and stuff, you got to keep listening to them, following them.
Yeah, I was talking to a brother recently.
And you're the real deal Holyfield, and they're reptilians?
Mo, could you read this? Could you read that there?
Oh shoot, I closed
You
it.
closed it. Oh, yeah.
What I was saying, I was talking to a brother the other day, and he was like, he's like, yeah, we're going to war. I was like, watch that we word.
I know.
We ain't going to war. They
We're
they
not at war.
they going to
We
war.
keep, my
never
people,
brought war to the
Copper
people.
Coat people keep saying that. Even with this, like this we going to war stuff, and they come on TikTok and say, oh, Trump, blah, blah, but we ain't got nothing to do with that. That's what Prophet Noble Raleigh said, worship under your own vine and fig tree. We got different roots. Part of
Yeah,
that
here it
mess.
is, Mo. Don't touch it. There it is. It talks about Baal. B-A-A-L.
Lord Master Baloo.
Baal. That's Baal.
Okay. Akkadian, Baal, Hebrew, Phoenician, husband, Baal, owner, possessor, Baal, related deities, Hadad, storm god, Moloch, and Ashtoreth, consort. The term often represented a localized deity, a Baal of a city, and in the Bible was used critically to refer to false gods or idolatrous practices.
False gods, and
praising
idol
other idols.
practices.
It's
And
Islam.
false information.
Islam means ourself, Lord and Master.
Law and master,
Lord,
not Lord.
Lord.
It's not Lord.
You're entitled to what you believe,
no,
bro.
but Lord,
No,
you
no,
keep saying
no,
Lord, and Lord
no.
means Satan, brother. You
It
keep
does not.
saying- It does.
That,
It
on
says
that,
it right here.
I don't. Man knows not by being told. Man,
Okay,
they
so
believe what
you
others
know and
say.
everybody else
I don't
know
believe that.
nothing. Okay, well, you keep using the word Lord.
Yeah, I don't
then.
believe that
You
because
keep-
I know it works. I'm serious. I know it worked for me. If it didn't
Okay.
work for me, if what I study helps me, you might not agree with what I do. Man,
Yeah.
you don't walk the same way, right?
Yeah.
And it's already been clear cut, right? But I'm not gonna let you uproot me.
Well, you can keep your
no, I'm
false
not- but
teachings and
you
keep
can
them.
believe-
You can believe what you
we
want.
don't walk alike,
the
Mo.
truth is
we don't
something
walk,
different.
The light is the light.
Yeah, but what
The
you
light
think,
is the
what we
light.
believe.
The light is I'm on my plane.
I don't have a
The
belief.
light is on my
I know.
No, I know too.
I know. You
I know
can't
about the
believe
three
and know
steps.
too,
Mo,
brother.
I'm not here
This
to keep,
is a picture
I'm
of
not
Baal.
here.
Do that look like God to
I don't
you
believe him.
or something like that?
I
or
know,
Lord?
I know that.
What
I
do
know
that look
I
like?
know
A
what that
demon,
is.
right? That's a demon, right?
But God
It's a
God
demon.
is an English word. It ain't even an ancient word.
But I ain't talking about God. I'm talking about Lord
Islam
and Baal.
means, Lord,
Baal means Lord, which is false doctrine and false teachings. You can't skip
God
around
can
it.
teach it all. That's English.
Yeah. Well, whatever it is,
Well, I'm
Baal.
not arguing. Everything
Baal
you-
is a
Everything
demon.
you speaking is English.
Stop saying Lord.
Everything you speaking
No, it's
is
not.
English.
It's
Yes, it
grammar.
is.
They never taught
That's
us
grammar?
English. Yeah, it's grammar.
All right, but
Have
it's
you ever
English.
heard an Englishman speak?
I
'Cause if
know
you
my
heard an
language.
Englishman speak,
I know
hold on. Let me
I'm not
tell you.
here to argue with you.
No, but let
I'm
me
not
say
gonna-
something.
I'm
Let me
not
say
gonna
something.
ar-
I'm
not
not
gonna-
arguing
we
with
do
you.
this all the time.
I'm not
I'm
arguing
not gonna
with
do
you.
that.
I'm
It's
saying
Islam.
that Baal means Lord means Baal, which is a
Lord is a
demon.
title.
Which is a demon.
Demon ain't all.
You can
what's a
twist
what's
it
a
and
diva?
turn
What's
it.
a diva?
You can twist it and turn it.
Demon.
What's a
Anyway,
diva? What's a
a
diva?
demon.
He didn't say diva though.
What's a diva though?
A diva?
Yes.
I don't know. What
Yeah,
Diva's
but
a god too.
we gotta stop. We gotta use the proper terms. They never
When
taught
it,
you
when it
English.
comes to proper
If
term,
you ever,
when it come proper term, everything we talking is called rhetoric. Rhetoric is the art of speaking.
no, you're not even.
What is
you're,
rhetoric?
you're not even
What is
speaking
rhetoric?
English.
What
You're
is
speaking
rhetoric?
grammar.
What is the
spelled.
definition of rhetoric?
Which is spelled.
What is the definition of rhetoric?
You're not speaking.
What is the
English,
definition of rhetoric?
But you're not speaking.
No, what is the definition of rhetoric?
Regardless. you're
No,
not speaking
regardless,
English.
if you don't know what
No.
rhetoric, you don't know what
You
you're
don't-
talking about.
But you're saying
I'm not
no.
here.
You-
No.
You don't know what you're talking
what
about.
are the seven
brother.
liberals arts?
You don't know what
What
you're
are the
talking
seven
about.
liberal arts?
It don't matter
What are the
they
seven
can't-
liberal arts?
You can't twist
the
the
seven
truth.
liberal arts.
You can't twist
What is
the
the
truth,
truth?
okay?
What is the truth?
Truth is mathematics. Truth is science.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, it is. And it don't add up. If you saying Lord and calling God Lord,
I don't
then
call
you're calling
you
Satan
just said
Lord.
that.
You're calling
I don't
Satan
I don't
Lord.
call God Lord. You
Well,
just said that.
You just said Lord.
Lord is a title.
Lord is not a title.
It
Lord
is a title.
Bow.
It is a title.
Lord is bow.
That's English.
Lord is
It's
it's
still
not
English.
They never taught you English.
That ain't my
It's grammar.
original language.
They taught you
That
grammar.
is not my original language. Anything
Well,
you say is not
whatever
my
you
original.
say-
Anything you say is not my original
Whatever
language.
you're saying it
I
wrong.
speak in
You're
five
saying it
different.
wrong.
I speak five.
It don't matter if you
Shema
spend 20
Israel
languages.
Eloheinu Malhalom.
If you spend 20 Englishes, bow still
A'udhu
means
billahi
Lord,
minash shaitanir
which means
rajim.
Satan.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim.
Islam,
Yeah,
we're coming
it means Satan.
coming up.
A'udhu billahi minash
You
shaitanir
can't
rajim.
twist. See what people do, and I'm not saying you, brother. I'm saying far as the English language. The English language is bastard language.
If you want,
Hold on,
if
let me
you want to
speak.
take
I'm
this
speaking,
time,
brother. Let me
something like
speak.
that,
Can I
don't use
finish
this
speaking?
time to argue with me.
I'm not arguing with you.
You do that
I'm
all the
saying,
time, man.
I'm not arguing with you. I'm
I don't got
saying
time for that.
don't use terms that you don't know what the definition and the etymology of these words are.
You don't
These
even know what
words
you just heard that
are
guy. You just
spelled.
heard that guy say.
No, I knew this. I did
All right.
my research, brother. Because you
Bring
kept
more
saying
research.
Lord.
Bring more research up. Go to the dictionary. Go to the encyclopedia.
Everybody know
Go
Baal
to the
means
encyclopedia.
Satan.
Go to the encyclopedia.
Everybody knows
No,
Baal
it
means
doesn't.
Satan, but you, brother.
Bow.
Everybody
but-
knows
Baal
Baal
means
means
Satan.
Satan.
The
Yeah,
the
but
the
what
disconnect
Baal means
the disconnect
Lord.
is the Lord. Is
You
what the
got,
Lord
you
comes
got the
from.
Lord of the heavens, you got the Lord of earth, you got the
No,
Lord
there's
of hell.
one Lord,
No,
brother.
you,
Ain't
no, you don't. You have
Okay.
Lord,
Whatever you say then.
Olodum Ray is the Lord of the universe.
Whatever you,
Olifin
then you the only person in the world
Listen, Mo.
that knows
Olodum
this,
Ray is
okay?
the Lord of the universe. I've been studying this for years. Olodum Ray is the Lord of the universe. Olifin Olodum
You
Lord of the heavens. And so when he tapping that, I'm going to Ephah. He don't know nothing about
You know
Ephah,
when
Yoruba,
you- listen,
and that and voodoo and all
It
that
don't
stuff like
matter.
that.
I know Baal is
So
Lord, which
so
is Satan.
even
I
in
don't
terms of
know.
Ephah,
It don't
Ephah
matter.
isn't based on English. So Ephah that's a translation. When they say if they call a deity in Ephah the
Right.
Lord or something, that's the translation. That doesn't necessarily mean that
don't
it
mean
means
that.
Lord.
Right,
That's a translation because that don't even that's not Ephah's not English.
That same thing applying to what he said.
No. Everybody knows that. Everybody that knows and does their research and study know Baal
Well, you keep
means.
believing the way you
means
believe in that
Lord.
thing.
I don't believe anything.
I'm grounded.
You believe.
I
know.
Well, you keep
saying that I
you
believe.
keep
I don't
walking in
believe
your light,
anything.
and I'm walking my light.
Yeah, and
All
keep
right.
walking in your light,
What
I'm
do the
walking my
Bible
light.
say?
Walk
The
in
Bible say know the truth
Keep-
and it'll
keep
set
walking
you free.
in your light, I'm
Not
walking.
believe, right?
Keep
Is,
walking
A
in your
belief,
light.
I can believe I can walk out there in the street and a
What-
truck
what-
hit
what-
me and
what-
I'm
what
gonna
I
live.
have- what I
But
have-
that's a belief, right?
Would I have
That's a
lights
belief.
in my fire, so I know that what I do
Belief
is right.
means to be lied to.
Action
You know
backed
what
by
belief means?
words.
You know what belief means?
Action
To
backed
be
by
lied
words.
to.
Action
To be
backed by
lied to.
words.
Be
Action
lied
Action
to.
by word.
V-I-E means to.
Refer yourself to the prophet's
Believe
teaching.
means what?
Refer yourself to the prophet's
Believe
teaching.
means
let's,
what?
Let's go to the prophet's teaching.
No, I'm saying what believe.
No, I want to go to the prophet's
No,
teaching.
let's go to what the Bible says.
Okay.
It says know the truth. It don't say believe in the truth.
You know what Morris
Right?
Quran say about that?
We're about to real quick. Hold on, real quick. We got it. We're about to close out. Hold on.
Hold on, we're closing out. We're closing out.
General opinion
We're
on
closing
truth.
out,
Let me
huh?
say this.
We're closing
Let
out.
me say this. The Morris Quran say general opinion on truth has no proof for the generality matter of ignorance. I say that's Morris Quran.
So I want to say it more. I missed the last part of that. Say that again. Say it
It
again.
says general opinion on truth has no proof for the generality of matters ignorance. That's Morris Quran.
Islam.
but-
So
So
what?
I'm not here to,
Yeah,
I do
but
what-
truth is truth.
Now, truth is what works for me.
You know what happens when somebody tell you. Let me say
my
this.
truth might not be your truth.
I'm not even discussing that no more with you, brother. You're wrong, and it's
No, you're wrong.
No, okay,
You're wrong
whatever.
because I've been
When the
studying.
people-
I'm
you didn't
a
study
psychology.
this, evidently. It don't matter.
I study
Jesus
everybody's
science.
behavior.
It
I
don't
study
matter.
I don't have look.
You don't
circle
know what
7.
Baal means.
Circle
brother.
7.
It means Lord.
What the circle
Baal
7 mean?
means Lord.
What the circle 7
Baal
mean?
means Lord.
What the circle
I'm
7
asking
mean?
you what Baal means.
What the
What's that
circle
got to
7
do
right
with it?
there, right
What
there,
that got to
right
do
there,
with it?
right there. Circle
What do
7.
Baal mean,
Circle
brother?
7.
What do Baal
I'm not
mean?
here to keep arguing with
Yeah,
you,
I'm
man.
not
You do that all the
arguing
time.
with you.
I don't do that. That ain't even my style.
Well, what you
That is not
arguing
my
for?
style.
All right.
Arguing.
I ain't got time for
Time
that.
to
Baal
turn it down.
means-
All right.
look, let me
we
say
I
re-
don't
one
have
thing,
time
brother.
for that.
Let
I
me
don't
say
have time
one
for
thing.
that.
closing remarks, please.
Let me say one
closing
thing.
remark, brother Najee.
Truth is math. When
Islam.
somebody tell you a lie, then your body has a biological effect to it. It has a biological effect on you. When somebody tell you the truth, it also has a biological effect on you. And that's why truth means math. So whenever somebody tell you something, the first thing in your mind pops up, you say, that just didn't add up. Why you say that? Because truth is undeniable.
Islam.
Truth is truth. You can't bend it. You can't shove it to make it fit your narrative. Truth is truth, and you can't change truth. And if people don't live by truth, then they will be regretting it. That's all
So
I'm saying.
let me say this real quick, and then I'll let you close out, brother Najee. I just want to say I love this. Go ahead. No, we're closing out. I'm gonna say you're gonna close after I'm done. After I'm done, I'm gonna say one thing, and then I want you to close this out.
Yeah.
But I just want to say I'm glad we're having this discussion, and I want everybody to do their own research, do your own knowledge, do your own understanding, do your own wisdom. You're having a lot here that's mentioned by both these brothers, a little bit by me, but mostly by these brothers. Research, do your own research, and
your
come to your
research.
own understanding. Nobody's here to tell you this is the end all be all. This is the book. This is the definition. This is the that. This is the this. This is what knowledge has brought us. This is our understanding of it. This is Najee's understanding of it. This is brother Sharif's understanding of it. You have to get your own understanding. You have to do your own knowledge. You have to do your own research. We can't research for you. Islam, brother Najee, brother Sharif, please within your closing remarks, give us some kind of another saying from the Quran or from the Prophet, but please, just for a good energy closing.
What I'm
But go
saying-
ahead
what I'm
and
saying-
give your closing remarks, Mo, please.
What I'm saying to everybody there, the word is like a lamp unto thy feet and light unto thy path. That back in ancient days and stuff, that meant people wore lamps around their feet to see their way in the forest. And we're in the dark forest of sin, so you need the light of wisdom to light your way through. I'm not here to argue with nobody because the storms of life is going to constantly come, and your mouth breathes electrical storms. So you have to learn how to crack the ethers and change. That's like the wizard do. You know, send that fire, send that light and stuff like that to make your way in this dark world today. Our Lord laid on us a burden as I did lay on those who were before us. Laid on us a burden that we have not the strength to bear. For pardon us our sins, throw down on us the spirit of religion, make firm our feet, grant us thy protection as those who reject faith. Amen.
Islam. Until next time, signing off. Peace.
Peace.